Well, first and foremost, that's a tough crowd to follow with how good all these kids have done. My name is Crash Rose. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm a science teacher leader and a department chair at a high school, Arlington Heights High School in Fort Worth. We have a mission with our kids. We want them to be creative. We want them to be competent. We want them to be committed. We call those our 3 C's. We want them committed to their studies. We want them competent when they leave us, that they're competent in science. And we want them creative enough to take that science they've learned and do something special with it. And we need 4 T's for that. There are 4 T's. We wanted to teach them, but teaching becomes preaching. We have to train them in the methodology. And then we have to trust them that when they fail and things go wrong, that we've taught them well enough that they can get up and do something with it. Okay? And all of that takes time. There's your 4 T's. I stole that from a Methodist preacher, and I felt that it was a pretty good thing. I was writing down as fast as I could in church that day. My point is that this is one more venue, one more way that we can get our kids to think and do wonderful things in science. But science is not just a class, it's what we do. And science is how we live. And I'm so excited. I was competing with my team a few years ago, and our project didn't make it all the way here. Okay, so I've seen both sides of this. However, my son made it here, and I can see how much that affected. So I've been a competitor, I've been a participant, and I've been a parent in this, and it's been a big part of my life. This is a great outreach, and I want to thank all of y'all, and Dr. Jeff especially, for letting us all be part of it. Thank you all.
So I'm a 7th grade facilitator at iLead Lancaster in California, and it was more than, to me, a blessing and a privilege to be here. To watch my kiddos just, words can't describe it, how proud I am. And I'm not their parent, but I feel like I am. And just to see the growth, I think the grit and the character growth in them this whole year, getting through SSCP. And I feel like I come with a heart of appreciation and with pride in what this is and my first year doing this. And so I would say definitely kudos to all of you. Hats off to doing such an amazing job, because our kids have developed confidence. And I think it's reached demographics that might have thought that it was impossible. I see a variety of faces, a variety of genders, and all these different disciplines that are coming together for the name of science and growth. So I just want to thank them and thank my school for allowing us to do this, and it's been a privilege. So thank you.
I'm not going to use the box if that's okay. Can y'all see me? My name is Sylvia Rincon. I'm an administrator at Southside ISD in San Antonio, Texas. And we're almost blacklisted. I don't think we were going to be able to come. It was, I call it a Hail Mary pass at the last minute for us to be here, because we had some instability at the district. We had no money. We had 5 superintendents in 1 year. But we have a gentleman over there, Dr. Bong, who had a dream, and his passion for science and the real world aspect of it, because he knows from personal experience how important that is to bring it to the south side of San Antonio. And he never gave up. In about a couple weeks into this job, he came to me and asked for help, and we made it happen. It took a little while, but here they are, these kids, learning so much from this program. It's programs like this that really do impact and change lives, and I can't tell you guys how amazing this has been. We're not only advocates at the district for these kids and for science, but exactly what you're talking about, teaching a holistic approach that they can take with them in the real world, and bringing that to a district that seemed like it was almost impossible, but dreams do come true, and it happens right here. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Evie from Vista, California, and I just wanted to say that what this program has taught me is never to give up. 2 years ago, our school, Vista Magnet Middle School, got the opportunity to participate in Mission 8, and I, with a friend, submitted a proposal. However, we didn't get chosen. But and I thought, I was never going to get this opportunity again. I was really disheartened. However, 2 years later, our school got this opportunity again, and it was really just something that gave me hope, and we tried it again, and this time we really did get selected, and it was just the most amazing experience for me. And I want to thank the SSCP organization for giving us that extra opportunity, and for all of the different communities who have had other opportunities, for those people who didn't get selected, and for those proposals that are finalists or not even finalists that want to have another opportunity. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Andrew Franz from Buffalo, New York. No, it's not snowing. I'm an 8th grade integrated code teacher, so I'm not even a science teacher, and actually my background's in ELA. So how I find myself here, I have no clue, but I'm absolutely so happy to be here. And I guess in our school, I am a champion of project-based learning, hands-on learning. And something that Dr. Goldstein's been saying for the past 2 days, authenticity. I wanted to share with you a little story about authenticity and the life authenticity, not just the science authenticity that our group went through. Any Mission 9ers out there? Are we all gone home? Whoop, whoop. All right, so Mission 9, as you know, we went to see the launch. It was beautiful out. The sky was clear. And here we are. The girls that I have are squealing because it's going to happen. 10, 9, 8, 7. Our hearts are pounding. We got to 1, and then we hear, launch is scrubbed. The launch is scrubbed. And just the air is out of our sails. So we actually had some fans back at home, a company called Delaware North, who was hosting us that day. And we said, well, we have plans for tomorrow. We want to see the launch still. And they said, look, you just look in this direction. You're fine. Our girls got some ice cream. They got to meet an astronaut, all authentic experiences. And we said, okay, we're going to keep our plans. So my principal's in the front seat of an Uber, talking to our cab driver right around when the launch is supposed to happen. And he says, well, I used to work at NASA. I worked there for 30 years. And so he changes the station, and he pulls over on the highway, which I thought was a horrible idea. But we all get out of the car, and he points exactly to where the launch would be happening. And as it's happening on the radio as well, and we hear that 3, 2, 1, and we all go silent, and we don't hear the cars whipping behind us at 60 miles an hour. All we feel is the electricity of the rockets, and that moment that they didn't have to share with anybody. They didn't have to share it with Delaware North. Yes, we would have liked to share it with all of you, but it was just theirs. And we could kind of step back and watch that. And, I was choking back my man tears, and so was my principal. But the authenticity of the program is really the key to this, and it's awesome. And thank you, Stacy, John, Jeff. It's been an amazing experience, and we'll be back next year.
Good afternoon. I'm short, but I won't use the stool. But my name is Vicki Childress. I'm from Lancaster, California. I'm representing and I'm coming from the perspective of a parent. My son is Jeremiah. But in being here these last 2 days, I've been in awe. 1, at watching my son and his growth, and 2, in looking around the room and seeing all of the parents. And it reminds me of how important our role is as a parent in the lives of our children. And a lot of times we kind of leave it to the teachers and they do all the work and we get the easy part sometimes and just getting the dinner on the table. But we're in an age now where it's a partnership. Our children's education is a partnership. And we can't just leave it solely to the teachers. And so I'm grateful that we have amazing teachers, administrators, facilitators, and programs such as SSEP that believe in our children and that are committed to bringing out the best in them. And so I just want to encourage the parents to stick it out. You know, it's not easy. Parenting is a sacrifice with that requires a lot of time and energy and love and hard work, but the fruit that it yields in the end is so worth it. And so I'm proud of each and every student in here. I'm proud of the parents who put in the work day in, day out to just really push our children to levels that they never even knew existed. And so again, thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to many more like this.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Currington, and I am a student researcher. And I remember when my sister tried to do it for the first time and didn't get through, and I really wanted to do it with her. So now that I got to do Mission 11, I'm really grateful that I can do SSEP, and I think that I learned a lot throughout the whole experience, even when I wasn't in the competition. Thank you.
I don't know, what do you think? Probably not, huh? My name is Peter Straub. I'm the Dean of Science and Mathematics at Stockton University in Galloway, New Jersey. And our team is getting prepared for Mission 11. We'll be going up next month, so very exciting. First thing I wanted to do was really just to congratulate all of the student researchers. I've been an educator for 25 years at the college level, and the depth and poise of the student presenters today and the projects and ideas that you put out are really, you are astounding. You're doing a wonderful job. We typically go to a lot of meetings every year, and you guys could stand up probably with the best of them. One of the most exciting things I noticed while you were speaking is, did you take a good look at the front of this podium? Did you see that symbol up front there? You're standing at a podium at the Smithsonian Institution, the premier scientific organization in the United States and really in the world. They have their own TV channel. This is real science. So I really just wanted to congratulate everybody and say, as Dr. Jeff pointed out earlier, when you apply to college, make sure you make a big deal about this. You know, talk about your research, talk about what it is that you've done, that you've gone to a conference. I know it would impress the heck out of me, it would impress the heck out of my faculty. Congratulations to everybody. Congratulations and thank you to Dr. Jeff. Take care.
I'm going to use the stool. That's better. Ooh, this is a different view than I'm used to. So I'm using my phone. I have a lot of notes here, but I want to just kind of go backwards. I know Jeff has said a lot of times about having a dream. And my name is Paula DiDiego. I am from Fitchburg, Massachusetts. I feel like in this platform, I represent vocational education. We have been a part of this since STS-135. We had an experiment that was on the last shuttle. We then were blessed to be part of the new era with having an experiment on Mission 1, which was part of SpaceX, and a new frontier in space exploration and how that was being delivered. If I back up now and look at myself as a child, I loved science. I thought it was amazing. I collected bugs, like my poor parents. I grew things that then they would find them and wonder what in the world was I doing. I'd lay out at night and look at the stars and had dreams, big dreams. Teachers, I can tell you as a high school science teacher, you don't understand the impact every word you say to kids makes. As a 7th grader, new school, all of a sudden I leave from being in a rural community to a bigger place where the expectations were different. And in my science class, I had a 7th grade teacher who I took the first exam, wasn't really sure how to prepare, didn't do great. Went to him and said, I think I need some extra help. It's okay to ask. And this teacher said to me in front of all, I don't think that would do you any good. Don't waste your time. And as a kid, you can only imagine how you would crumble inside. And I went home and felt a little bit defeated. And yet, here I am today with a lot of students that have gone through this program. And let me just tell you, it took other teachers to speak powerful words to me, to re-encourage me, and parents. And now we have had 8. We're on our 8th mission. It matters. What we do as educators matter. Teaching in a vocational setting, we get all kinds of kids that come in, and sometimes that part of education is undermined in this country. I have amazing kids who think of things and come in with a perspective that's a little bit different. Right now, in this group, there's a girl who is going into nursing. There's a girl who studied welding and metal fab. And Zach, you are coming from electronics, plumbing. So, such a different variety, yet they came in with an amazing question that really is an integration of all of the subjects of real-world application and the science and the math. And let's not forget the writing component, because technical writing is something that is being lost, and yet this requires kids to learn how to, beyond Googling it, learn how to do some things that are pretty amazing. So I won't take up any more time, but I just want to say how proud I am of all of the students that are here and the work that I know that it took, and the encouragement when you hit walls and you aren't sure how to proceed. Keep asking questions, because it's an amazing thing. So thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandra Coleman. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I'm from Mission 10. And I just wanted to say that the beginning of this, I did want to be a veterinarian, but doing all this research and being actually in the lab, I loved it. And I wanted to work with animals, but I wanted to be in the lab. I wanted to do research on something. So I decided to be a zoologist and actually do research on a mammal, and I decided to do orangutans. So I do want to be in research and know everything about them, and I do want to go higher. I want to be able to know almost everything about almost every animal. I just want to be in the field of working and learning and going so far into any type of research, all research in all the animal kind and kingdom. So, and I just wanted to thank my two teachers that pushed me through all of this, didn't let me give up and helped me. Miss Emery over here and Dr. Ebong, they helped me so much, and I would not be here without them. thank you guys.
Hi everyone. It's a little too high now. I'm Natalie Ivanina. I was one of the presenters, one of the undergraduate presenters from the University of Maryland. And I just wanted to do a really quick encouragement shout out. I'm going into my last year of college, and it has been quite the ride. Went in wanting to be a surgeon, went out not knowing what I want to do. And that happens, and that's okay. And so just through all kind of the crowds and seeing all of you students being so kind of determined and wanting to pursue really hard fields, always be prepared for the challenges and the struggles that you're going to face. That's okay. You're always going to run into them. You always need to persevere. You need to be dedicated, because if it's something that you want to do, you will get there. I've had advisors tell me not to apply for internships because I had no chance, and I came back with an acceptance letter and just rubbed it in their faces. And that's okay. So you need to be powerful, believe in yourselves. Your parents are there for you, and I can't tell you what a support parents are, teachers are. Everyone in your little circle is there for you, and don't ever forget that, and don't think that you're alone. Your friends are there, your colleagues are there. You always have a circle of support. So again, if you want to be a forensic scientist, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a researcher, stick to it, you'll get there, I promise you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Gregory Salmon. I'm a science and math department supervisor in Springfield, New Jersey. And I just want to share real quick one part of our district's philosophy and how this program really hits it right on the head. About 2004, so that's 13 years ago, my superintendent instated a one-to-one laptop initiative in our school district, one of the first schools in the country, if not the first school in the country, to actually implement a program like this. It's a very common program nowadays for schools to do things like this, where they have one-to-one technology. One of the reasons, though, that he chose to make sure that they were laptops and not any sort of other device was that the laptops really fostered the creativity that students inherently have in them. And one of the things that we like to look for in outreach or programs or any sort of new technologies is, does this allow student creativity? We always talk about creativity versus consumptive technology, so creative versus consumptive. This program really encompasses that creativity, that creative side for students. It allows them to freely research and freely come up with their own sorts of proposals. The whole writing process allows them to be creative in that way. They can contact scientists, they can design patches. The whole program follows along with that philosophy we have for the district. So those of you that are administrators or teachers out there, when you're looking for new programs or technologies or whatever, keep that in mind. Is it creative for the students, or is it just consumptive? Thank you.
Okay, that's always a great way to end day two. I just want to say a couple of other things very quickly to end our time here in the gallery. The way that this program works is that there is a national side of the fence and there's a local side of the fence. And we can provide national program resources as much as we want, but unless there's a local team on the ground to deliver this program to students locally, the program won't work. And so the real heroes in SSEP are all of the community program directors and teachers and administrators that really embrace this initiative and make it happen on the ground. So I need to, reverse the thanks and send it back to you all. Greg and Sam and Peter, I don't know where Peter is, and Paula, and all of the other community program directors. This program would not be possible without you. So thank you so much for embracing this vision and making this program something that has been realized so far for probably going on 100,000 students when you factor in Mission 12. So with that, I'm going to end day 2 of the 7th annual SSEP National Conference at the National Air and Space Museum in the Moving into Space Gallery. And the last component for the conference this year will be the poster presentations outside. And I look forward to seeing everybody outside. So thank you so much for coming down.